3.
Oh.
Welcome to the Friendly
involved.
Geordies podcast. How are we doing, boys?
We're all right.
Good.
Look, first segment, very important. Well, you had heard about Donald Trump's tariffs on China and Mexico.
Oh, yeah.
25% apiece.
It's crazy.
In latest news, he's put in a 30-day pause on it. Because apparently he's had very conducive conversations with the Mexican lady and Trudeau about them putting in billions of dollars to stop fentanyl or whatever.
Oh, really? Damn, he's gotten it done. Threats. Good old threats. It's an old it's tried and true.
Okay.
I don't think it was a threat. I think this is an L for Donald Trump.
Yeah,
I
I
think
think
he
that
wanted
he's
to
just
actually
coming out
do
and
it.
saying this is a big W for me because he realized how stupid it is.
But it's actually an L for him because I know he's saying that this is for fentanyl, but what he really wants to do, and the reason why he wants to do this, is because he thinks that if he does this, then U.S. Manufacturing will get more competitive. And he thinks he'll usher in an era of, American build. Mm-hmm. It's wrong because I don't think America has the capacity to become a manufacturing base like that anymore. But let's assume for a second that his calculus is right and America can do that. Then it's an L. Because what most likely has happened is he made it clear. He was asked an explicit question. Can Canada and Mexico do anything to change this? Like anything that you're asking for, they agree to it. And he said they can't do anything.
Dang.
Because he never really did it for the fentanyl. I mean, it's like an added thing, but he used it as an excuse. I think part of the reason why he might have used it as an excuse is because of legal reasonings. I mean, no one cares about international law anymore, but technically introducing these tariffs can be illegal.
Right.
Because of their treaties. But so maybe that was his reason. But I genuinely think that he actually wanted to introduce tariffs, not because Canada is doing something wrong or Mexico did something wrong. It's just to make American manufacturing competitive because they think if they put tariffs, then Canadian imports will become more expensive, Mexican imports will become more expensive, and they'll create room for competition within the U.S. to supply that market. So the fact that he has paused this I think he's caved in. Because he's been scared. And this is like a great sort of, it shows you the strength of the great American bureaucracy, which is that if the bureaucracy truly thinks that a decision is bad, no matter how much of popular support you have, they will scare you enough to back off.
Exactly.
And I think it's the right move in a sense too, because you don't want to be picking fights with Canada and Mexico when they are essentially your manufacturing base.
I think it's the right move for more than just that.
Yeah. But if I was Trump, and if I think what he thinks, which is that American manufacturing has the potential to get back, then this is a big L.
Yeah.
He's caved in. Yeah. And he's going to present it as like a W that like, oh, I stopped fentanyl or whatever. He wanted to input those tariffs in and he wasn't allowed to.
Right.
That's basically it. He was told that do whatever you want with China.
Yeah.
Don't do it with Mexico and Canada.
Right.
And I think now the thing is his next target would probably be European Union.
Yeah.
And now I'm considering whether the great American bureaucracy will let that one slide or not. And I think that they would begrudgingly accept European Union tariffs, but they would have said absolutely no to Canada and Mexico for national security reasons.
Yeah, but what about economic reasons? Okay, you're putting a tariff on China. There is no way that is good for the American economy. In no scenario. Everything comes from there.
But it's not for economics. Like, that is for political reasons.
Huh?
That is for political reasons.
But you're right. The way that he sees this is how I'm going to build manufacturing. It's not going to be from investing in things that America can be competitive in. No. It's just to sort of force America to sort of be, you're on your own. I'm going to give you some tough love. That's how he's thinking about it. But I'm sorry, your population, widely because of your party, is way too stupid to sustain itself.
Dude, he also believes that, there used to be a time in history where America had put up so many tariffs because essentially they wanted their manufacturing to increase, where like there was a period when like all of government spending was through tariffs. Like US basically had little to no income tax at all.
Really?
And all of it was paid through tariffs. Yeah.
Huh.
Which is a tax. It's like a consumer tax, essentially.
Right.
It is, but it's also, there is a reason that tariff system collapsed. This is what I don't understand about all these people who come in with these ideas from the 50s of, I don't know, something like...
Dude, not even 50s.
The gold standard.
The idea from 1900.
Yeah.
Not even
No, sorry,
50s.
that's right. Yeah, sorry. I was talking about the gold standard then, but yeah, for 1900... In fact, I think that there was... I remember reading that there was a point with some president back in the day, and we they did not have the same economic tools available to them that they have now. They didn't have the modeling, they didn't have the charts that we had. Even back then, people were like, this is a stupid idea. I can't remember which president did it. I think it was Hoover or something, said, I'm doing it anyway. And then he did it, and then the American economy collapsed.
Really?
It was the same thing.
Yeah, it was. And before, like, you know, any Trump people go like, yes, Trump is bringing back. It made a lot of sense for those guys to do it then because they wanted to develop an industry. So Britain had already experienced the Industrial Revolution, and U.S. was essentially just exporting raw materials, right? And actually, this is one of the big reasons for the Civil War as well, aside from slavery. So U.S. was just exporting raw materials, and the north of United States said that we'll never industrialize this way, so we have to put massive tariffs so that we are forced to industrialize.
Right.
The South didn't like it because they produced raw materials.
Right.
And so they were just like, their raw materials became expensive in Britain. But as a result, America did become an industrial manufacturing base.
Yeah, there was.
But this is the thing now. America not only is an industrial is a high-tech industry, it is also perhaps the only super high-tech industry. So tariffs, you're essentially chasing after crumbs when you've already got like the cake in your hand.
Right.
So it makes no sense to do it at this point. If, for example, tomorrow America goes through some massive collapse and they become deindustrialized, then you can think about introducing tariffs. Which is why countries like India and Brazil introduce tariffs because they're trying to get to that stage.
Right.
Actually, no, sorry. While we're on this subject, even though it's kind of tangentially related because you brought up the word Canada, boys, little general history quiz for you.
Yes.
Do you know why Canada exists?
Can I guess?
Go on.
The Scots. I know the Scots went over there.
Uh-huh.
And I assume it's something to do with like seal blubber.
Wouldn't that be hilarious
I
if that
swear.
was the founding of one of the most important countries on earth?
Didn't the Scots just get lost and like, it'll be here now. It's just as cold anyway.
Yeah.
Isn't that it?
It's a little bit warm for me leaking.
Did they like?
They're in the wasteland.
Did they like discover it?
Huh?
Whatever. Did they? It was the Scots.
No. It existed.
Or the English.
They were perfectly aware that it existed.
Oh, okay.
But the whole thing was it was so cold.
Yeah.
And it was so heavily forested.
Yeah.
What's the point?
Right.
When you had the United States, and at this point, the United States was... If you ever looked at an old map of the United States, it's pretty much just Washington and New York, and that's it.
Right. Yeah.
This is why it exists. After the War of Independence, a huge chunk of the population was like, shit, dude, we pledged a lot of allegiances to the king. And so, obviously, when there was this new independent government that came in...
Is it in America?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were going to really screw over anyone who was loyal to the king,
Right.
obviously. So they just pissed off to Canada.
Is that what it was?
And Canada, think about the foundation of it. I was so impressed with those guys because they just had to flee with nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of them would have been merchants and traders.
Yeah.
So they would have had some wealth. But again, if you're going to a place that doesn't exist
Yeah.
and you've got gold, mad.
Yeah.
What are you going to trade it
Holy
with? The
shit.
seals. There's nothing up there. And so
That's
there
crazy.
was, when they went there was that tiny little outpost town of Quebec because the French had
The
that.
French, yes.
And then there was a couple of tiny little fort outposts. It was kind of like, I suppose, what's that fort on the ice wall in Game of Thrones? The Night Watchtower or whatever.
Yeah.
That would have been like the most advanced society in Canada. And then this huge amount of people had to go piss off there as well. And then any blacks that fought with the king, also they said, well, you didn't win and now you're going to get really relaxed.
Yeah.
So they went up there as well.
Right.
So now there is just these weird little pockets of black Canadians being like, I love maple syrup.
Yeah.
Where are they from?
Wait, are you
that was
saying?
from that.
Does that mean,
wow.
in a very
I had no
rudimentary
idea.
sense, that Britain's aristocracy went to Canada. The criminals and the worst came to Australia, and I guess the middle class is American.
I think mostly who would have stayed in America would have been small-time landowners and big-time landowners.
It wasn't the middle
merchants
class.
would have pissed off because the merchants had trade deals with Britain, and so they really wanted the king to stay in. And then I think also a lot of diplomats, a lot of the bureaucracy, they would have all gone to Canada, which is why to this day, which the Conservative government there is trying to eradicate as quickly as possible. But what did help with Canada? It's my big theory that I keep saying over and over again, which is the only good things humanity has ever created, ever, is trade unions and bureaucracy. That's it. That's it.
About Oreos.
Yeah, but, who put in the regulations that made sure that they were so delicious?
And 9/11.
9/11 as well. Yeah, okay, look.
Yeah, that's too much.
But
Pearl Harbor.
again, Muslims aren't humans, but they that was great.
No,
that was
paid-
obviously incredible.
Paid actors, dude. What are you
Paid
talking about?
actors.
Paid actors.
Okay, all right. Bureaucracy, trade unions, and the Taliban. We're in agreement.
Yeah.
And so anyway, they must have gone there, and that's why to this day, the United States, I think this is really the foundation of why America is such an awful place to live now, is because they were just so scared of tyranny back then that they made the government deliberately inept. And so it's just impossible to do anything.
I think
in
that
America.
was what they did, yeah.
I know, and so that's why it's a shitty country.
Yeah.
But then you go to Canada, and Canada is basically Australia, and they didn't have the trade union movement. They did, but not to the same degree that we had. But what they did have was all those bureaucrats went there, and so they set up a bureaucratic system. But obviously they've spent a lot of time chopping down trees the size of mountains. And so they were obviously just hard-working lumberjacks for a very long time. It honestly sounded brutal, the foundation of Canada. You know what else was a real big problem as well? There wasn't this mad Indian wipeout like there was in America because smallpox had already gone there.
Right.
And so that really reduced the Native American
Inuits
population.
or whatever.
Well, Inuits are way further up.
Oh,
but
okay.
there's Indian tribes that still exist there,
true.
but by the time they got there was like none.
Oh, really?
So it was basically completely uninhabited.
Shit.
There was a few Indians somewhere. There was like Quebec there with a bunch of French, and that's
Yeah.
why they're still there to this day.
Yeah.
They still have that bleu party, and still to this day, Canadians are like, can you just? Yes, we get it. We'll say French things at the end. Can you try and assimilate to this culture? No.
And they don't?
And we will not speak French properly either.
Yeah.
We'll have a really fucked version of it.
Montreal, right?
Maybe even Montreal. I don't
Montreal's
even know.
in Quebec, yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so Montreal did exist, and I think that was one of these.
So the
forts.
French must have been there before.
Huh?
The French came before
The
that.
French were there, and the French, I don't know, the French didn't really care about it. It was nothing.
Right.
So they kind of just. So they had someone to trade with, and they had some sort of
Right.
civilization, and so they helped with that.
Yeah.
But now I am so fascinated with the foundation of Canada. But I
It
think
is
that honestly,
interesting.
the reason that Canada is not a terrible place to live now, despite the fact that they didn't have a trade union movement, is because all the bureaucrats fled.
Right.
And that's why their Liberal Party is sort of like closer to the Greens than it would be the Labor Party.
Wait,
And-
what?
Yeah.
Yeah. Their Liberal Party isn't like Australian Liberal Party. Their Liberal
Really?
Party is like Labour or Greens, yeah.
Really?
It's honestly, the DLP, the more I read about it, is closer to the Labor Party. Their party
Okay.
that's the third. So
Really?
their Greens is the Labor Party.
So what's
there.
Trudeau?
Huh?
What's Trudeau?
He's a Greens,
Green.
basically.
Holy
That's why he's
shit.
such an annoying cunt.
I didn't realize. Okay, that's crazy.
So yeah, they're in control there, and the bureaucracy keeps things ticking along, and that's why even up until very recently, even when the Conservatives are in there, there's not really that much they do. Or
It's because
changes
they're in a
because
minority.
The bureaucracy's so powerful there.
It's not just it's like they're in a minority.
What do you mean?
The Conservatives always end up not having enough seats
Whoa.
because they might be the sole, even if they have the largest amounts of seats, collectively everyone just overpowers them.
What do you mean?
Like smaller parties are usually left-leaning and they end up going to a major left-leaning party.
Right.
So they form coalitions.
Everyone hates the Bloc Party. We need to figure out what that is.
The Bloc
We've got to
Party.
find out what that is, what their politics are.
yeah, that's
Hey,
funny.
If anyone knows in the comments, just give us a quick overrun. It would be funny if you put in some slags. That'd be great. But I'd like to know what they genuinely stand for.
Yeah.
John, you know what is also scaring me while we're on this topic, just on the Trump stuff? I don't know if a lot of people have realized this because I didn't realize this until I just looked at some of the numbers.
Trump's in.
So, okay, just to put things into context, most of these big AI tech companies, they are building what's called data centers, right? You've probably heard of these data centers that are being built. All of these big AI tech companies.
But I thought that they existed before.
No, they've always existed. But they're going massive because what they want to do is they want to train their AI models on massive data. So these massive data centers, Jordan, just one center requires gigawatts of electricity.
Yeah, I heard this.
For example, one data center could require as much electricity as East Coast of Australia. Just one data center, right? And then these multiple companies are having multiple data centers. Now, the climate issue is such that all of these companies initially during Biden, they had these things of like how we're going to make this, carbon neutral. We'll set up we'll set up wind, solar farms and all of this stuff. All of that has been thrown out.
Fuck.
Including Zuckerberg. So what they're essentially doing is then they had this idea in a transition phase that we'll do it through nuclear energy. So we'll build a nuclear power plant right next to these data centers.
Yeah. What could go wrong?
But that's also not happening.
It's so dystopic.
That's also not happening because the timeline for a nuclear power plant is like 10 years. And they want to do it now.
Right.
So it's all on fossil fuels.
Oh my God.
I get your concern. I still remain confident that the energy transition's just too far ahead and there's not much they can do about it.
Jordan, I'm telling you, these guys are going because they feel that they're in a race against time. And they are buying up gas power plants, whatever kind of power plants, and they're building data centers right next to them.
Great. Thanks, Ali.
Fuck.
I liked my little history lesson.
Well, don't worry, Jordan. History won't be a thing soon, so we won't have to.
That's part of the reason why Donald Trump is like drill, baby, drill. Because Donald Trump expects energy intake to just go insane.
Why?
I just don't understand how these tech billionaires were so pro the environment.
I know.
Overnight.
It is really scary.
Why are they so awful?
I don't know. I don't
Oh my God,
know.
I can't believe it. I'll eat my hat on this. I can't believe that the most annoying YouTube commentators were right.
Yeah, and
I think it's just always my same thing. I just always want to have optimism about the future, and I don't ever want to think that people are just money hungry.
Zuckerberg is like a really good example of how they switched. So they went from Zuckerberg, who was full, climate change, we've got to do all of this through green energy. By the end of it, he had committed to Biden, which is also a massive cop-out, was that what he's going to do is like he's going to use whatever gas power for his data centers, but he'll offset it through some windmills or whatever. Right, which is still not good, but at least he did that.
It's offsetting.
As soon as Trump came in, he's like, what? Climate change is all bullshit. Like, I'm not doing any of that. Zuckerberg.
No. Are you serious?
He's like fossil fuels, baby.
Oh, my God. That's fucked. It shows
Same
how
guy.
flippant they are. Like, they just care about their bottom dollar. That's it. Like, no morality. It's all just bullshit. It's so fucked.
What an awful, awful man.
Awful man. It's crazy to me. It also really shows that it's like power begets power. It's like Zuckerberg's like, we've got to work hard. I want to get rich. It's like, you're rich enough.
Aren't you?
You're so rich. What? Like, don't you want to just enjoy your life? If I was Zuckerberg, I would be like, I'm putting this whole company in administration and I'm going to like travel every country of the world.
Well, to be fair, if Zuckerberg was that guy, you have to give him credit for one thing. He had so many opportunities to sell Facebook for billions and billions of dollars before it became what it is today, which is the biggest company or whatever.
Yeah.
He never did it, dude. He always wanted to be the CEO. He wanted to run. He isn't in it for the money. It's my guess. Because if he was in it for the money, he could have sold out so many times and for so much money.
Yeah, I mean, look, if you are Zuckerberg and you're traveling the world, I'm sure you're not having a good time. The man can't interact with human beings.
No.
Imagine him in France ordering a croissant.
Hey, could I please have a croissant?
Is that how he sounds? Everybody, do your impression, because I've never heard him speak, really.
I think he's
and tell
just
me
like,
if this is bang on.
I think that's him, just like, could I please have a French donut? I like to call them that instead of croissants. Maybe I could put sweet baby rays on the croissant. I brought my own. Please come back. That's my.
So he sounds like Kermit.
Yeah.
Does he?
That's what I reckon he sounds like.
Do you reckon he sounds like that?
I don't
Yeah, a
know.
little bit, yeah. I'll go with it.
Do Elon Musk.
Elon Musk. Oh.
Wait, can I do Elon Musk?
Go.
No voice, just...
Oh, stop, please.
You know what's really funny?
The voice is bad enough,
Dude,
not
you know
the
what's-
gestures.
You know what's Elon Musk's voice is literally just kind of just like, think, maybe we could put man on the moon. Why not? We'll definitely do that.
Yep. Not bad.
Dude, someone.
No,
That's
at
not
the
bad.
end, just... Why not? Why not?
Yeah, why not? You know, someone put him next to, dude, it was so funny. It was like someone put him, it's like someone, the meme was like somebody realized that like Elon Musk's movements are exactly the same to that of Sims characters. And they put him back to back at some awards show. And then he's just acting like he's just like, looking at the cameras being like, hey. And then occasionally just goes like, yeah. And then the Sims character, it's the same. He's like, yeah. It's the
so on
same.
point.
It's the
It's so on
same
point. Yep,
movements.
Yeah, he's
robot,
not a human.
an
He's
AI
a 90s
robot.
GIF.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
just so weird.
Creepy.
Hey,
man.
miss, we need your input on this too. Change the segment.
Oh,
Kanye West misses bears it all on the Grammys. What's your take?
This I gotta see.
You haven't seen it?
I haven't seen it.
you
my
gotta watch
take
it.
is
So for those of you that haven't seen it or like have heard about it, she appeared with Kanye at the Grammys and she was wearing like a robe.
naked.
And she took it off for the cameras and she was wearing, what was she wearing?
like nothing, a skin suit.
She was like wearing like a skin mini suit, and so like essentially she was naked, and it's created like a lot of. There's accusations of Kanye abusing her because everyone thinks that Kanye made her do it.
Yeah.
Look at how scary Kanye West looks in.
Dude, have you seen
Fuck.
those Insta? By the way, have you
What?
seen those Insta videos where like guys go up to random women and hit on them?
No.
And get their number?
No.
Anyways, there's a whole genre of them.
Right.
And one guy ended up running into Kanye West's wife
What?
and started hitting on her.
yeah.
Dude, here's the takeaway. She is such a nice woman. She entertained him. She was flattered. She told him at the end, oh, but I'm married or whatever. She never said that I'm married to Kanye West. And she
Damn.
was actually really, really chill, which makes
Damn.
me think maybe Kanye is the fucked up character.
I mean, I don't think that's a stretch.
do you mean?
Because I always thought like,
What the hell?
What a revelation.
That's so strange.
look, I'm not saying that what I was trying to say is that, you know, it's not like one party is completely innocent. Both of them could have been fucked up characters.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is like maybe Kanye is the real effed up guy.
He definitely would be. Look, the take, man. I liked what I saw, but it's obviously Kanye just being like trying to grab attention, and he did it. So there you go.
But Kim said that Kanye would go into her wardrobe and would
wear
like
my
start
clothes.
throw things down. He's like, "Well, this isn't fashion. You don't know what fashion is. Fashion everyone should look at you. This is all bullshit." So Kim said that he always like pushed the
Yeah.
fashion envelope.
Right? Yeah. Well, he's
And
a fashion.
dude, he is right in the sense like everyone in the world is talking
Exactly.
about.
It's just he's very good at getting headlines, and that's what he does, and that's it. Really, it's not something. He's not a genius.
Her body is pretty smoking though.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, but also
Scary though, kind of too. Just
Huh?
kind of, like smoking, but kind of just like, just like a bit. I
what does that mean?
I don't know. Just too like it's just like everything's too big.
Everything.
I don't know.
Head's all right. Head's all right. Doesn't have a big head.
It's just like it's just such a bit of a scary body, you know. Just like you
Yeah,
like
yeah,
ass, like not that much. You like tits? Yes, it's
You sure?
pretty much okay, but like
Have a look.
yeah, I don't know. It's a bit intense, but like
Yeah.
didn't he get rejected
Agree
from?
to disagree.
Yeah, fair. Didn't he get rejected from the Grammys though after that? Didn't they not let him in?
Yeah, I think he might have because you can't be naked. She just
I
showed up
think
naked.
they
dude.
rocked up and then they were like, you can't come in. They're like, whatever, and just left.
Yeah, but obviously their work is done.
Yeah, I guess that's all they want him to do.
Yeah.
But is he even nominated? He made an album. He made Donda. Is he nominated for like?
Surely he is.
Dude, speaking of that, you know who did win? Fucking Drake lost the Grammys. Kendrick's
Yeah,
album, like the diss track, won the Grammy. Everyone
and the
was talking
diss
about like,
track. Yeah.
yeah, the one where he's literally accusing Drake of being a pedophile
Right.
is the one that won the Grammy.
Right.
Beyonce was dancing to it. Like Drake was probably crying in his wherever he lives.
Well,
now.
yeah. Apparently, so sad. I know this. Apparently, Drake is in Australia and he can't sell out a stadium. Like it's like he ain't selling tickets.
Ooh, what happened there?
I think
was
the-
the diss track that
I
high.
don't think so. I think it's,
Pado RSL.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah. But I think
found my spot.
no, I think it's just also a thing of like cost of living because I went to some shows last year. Like I went to like the Dropkick Murphys and like Mastodon, all the classic hits, and like these rooms are like not full. I'm like, what's going on here?
I'm telling you, yeah, ticket sales were hard last year.
Yeah,
They
it was people
definitely
didn't have money. I didn't buy tickets. I got free ones.
Yeah, but you never buy tickets.
Yeah, I do.
All the time, there's always some bum saying, "Yes,
Nah.
if you stand on my shoulders, we can just pretend we're a really tall man."
Yeah, I would have if 2024 was like I don't know 2022 or like pre cost of living, I would have definitely bought more tickets. So many things. Like even now, I'm considering Russell Peters is coming.
Who's that again?
Yeah, see, now there is a man whose skin is white. I know that this is a podcast medium, but guess who isn't the package?
Oh, right, that guy. Okay, gotcha.
But I didn't for the exact reason.
You
So
didn't?
it makes sense. Yeah,
How much were tickets?
like 120 or something. I was like,
That's
it's
not
fine.
too bad.
I'll watch for the special. I'll wait for this.
I was thinking about this though. Telling you, man, I'm in the right business. Self-help, recession-proof. I always thought about this. The fact that, Louis C.K. comes,
It's true.
he's charging $40 a ticket, and then Ali says it's $40, and I say, "Yeah, but I can get 2 McDonald's meals for that." And then he says, "Look, man, I'll just buy the ticket for you." Okay.
Yeah,
So cheap.
It's $40.
Unbelievably cheap. You see Louis C.K.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
so cheap.
So cheap.
We all went,
No. And then
and yeah,
when it comes to Tony Robbins and he comes in, he's like, "Make sure you get the cheap seats.
Oh,
Only
please.
$15,000.
Please tell Ali and the audience my Tony Robbins experience.
Incredible.
You ready for this? You're
This is the
gonna,
most misloved moment.
you're gonna love
You
this.
had another misloved moment.
can't-
I'll tell this one, but there was another misloved moment.
I can't remember the other one, but tell me that. Tell me
This is a
that.
classic.
You got to do the whole back, like the G up. It's all about the G up.
Yeah.
You know.
So he was getting the same. Obviously, Miss Love is getting marketed different Tony Robbins marketing in his because they know that with me it'll be like you'll do a second mortgage to see your house to see me, right?
Yeah.
Yes, Mr. Robbins.
Yeah.
And so I'm getting all the expensive sets.
Yeah.
He's getting the obvious one that is supposed to funnel you into the expensive ones. So it's his free 2-day seminar, absolutely free. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity. You can't miss this. Destiny is knocking on your door. Will you answer the call? And then Miss Love looks at
I
that.
signed up. Yeah, I signed up. You have to sign up, email. I did it, and the guy was just like, "I need you to tick this box," and that took me like 4 days. Like, sir, please, do you want to date with Destiny? I'm like, yes. Shut up.
You don't have a learning disability, by any chance, do you, sir?
So I ticked it.
Told you, I don't know.
I ticked it. So I was in.
He ticked it. And also, on top of that, because it's Tony Robbins, make sure that you're in your buddy group so that you get excited
That's not
about
hap-
your future.
that's not
together
happening.
with a bunch of housewives
Yeah.
that are obviously here because their husbands really want them out of the house.
Yeah.
So he didn't do that. You're supposed to do that. That's part of the package. In fact, that's probably the most important part.
Hey, you
of
don't
going
do
to
that
those.
shit.
I know, but I'm paying for the
Yeah,
business
yeah.
class version.
Fair enough.
So at least, but the thing is, you're supposed to get in your little peer groups.
Yeah.
He's not doing that.
That wasn't happening.
And then, so good. Just Miss Love as well, having on his taking photos because Miss Love does this strange thing of taking You go through Miss Love's phone, and it's nothing but, as you learned in the up late, nothing but a bunch of shots of street signs, a mailbox, some guy he met in a pub. He was really cool. His name's James. How often do you meet a guy called James these days? Bunch of that, and then it'll just go to a picture of him with his penis out that he doesn't remember taking, and peeing as well, and peeing. So make sure that you sign up to the Up Late, because that is one of the best podcasts we've ever done. Is discussing that photo for 90 minutes. You won't regret it.
Yes, also, and join the Up Late, because if you are part of the Up Late, you know that I did a part 1 of a very secretive story of the origins of, you know what it is. And I'm going to do a part 2, plus,
Sick.
yeah. I'm going to tell you the experience about me going to the Socialist Equality Party meeting
Yes.
the other night.
So sign up for the Up Late for that.
Sign up
Because
for the
that's
Up Late
too
for that.
hot for the main.
That's where the goods is. You know, this is like this is the entree.
Yeah, it's way better, that podcast. Definitely.
Okay,
I
so
mean, you're not seeing Miss Love's penis here,
No, you're not.
but it exists.
you're
That's
probably
what
not
I'm
seeing
saying.
there over there too, and people get annoyed by that because
But he
we
was.
promised them penis photos.
I
and we
didn't
don't.
promise shit. You both promised the penis photos.
Yeah, and you made us out to be liars.
Yes.
Some friend you are.
Made us out.
And then, so that's all the biz.
Yeah, yeah.
Miss Love has photos over and over of promotional material that Tony Robbins is sending him on his email. I don't know why he's taking a photo of it when he could just go into his email and see the email. But over and
It's
over.
a
it's saying,
reminder.
this is going to change your entire life. Your entire world is about to be rocked. You are about to step up. That over and over. It's photos of Tony Robbins going. And then because it's in Australia, it starts at 5 a.m. in the morning. Now,
I thought it was 11.
keep in mind,
said
when
11.
I did business seminar with Tony Robbins, that started at 2 in the morning, and it went for a week.
Yeah, through
I
the
had to
night.
get up every day at 2 to pretty much listen to him say, this is how you avoid tax.
Oh my god, it's so funny that you're like,
So
it's
good.
it's
Some people call it tax evasion. I call it intelligence.
evasion.
And anyway, it starts at 5 a.m., which is fairly reasonable. That's when you used to get up to watch Cheese TV and, let's be honest, before you knew how to have a bat, to look at Oz aerobics and just get hard.
Yep.
It's the exact same time. 5 a.m. is not that much of a stretch. A lot of people get up at 5 a.m. to go to work
Merrick Watts gets up at 3 a.m.
every day, just because. There's
Yeah.
no reason. Just
Yeah.
so he can chill some more Posca later. That's it.
Hey guys, just change here. Try the new Posca Yuzu. It's not a new flavour, but it's a good one.
Yep.
All right, I'm going for a 100-kilometre run. I'm running to Perth. See ya. That's insane. I love you, Merrick. Love you. Sorry, I keep
He's
creeping
not
on you.
watching.
Yeah, that's true.
There's no way he is.
Hey.
But then, in classic Miss Love style, once in a lifetime opportunity to change your life, regardless of whether or not that's true, and I personally do think that it is. But it was there. Miss Love thoroughly believed in it. Was counting down the days with Instagram photos of it. Learned that it was 5 a.m. I called him at 12 that day, and he just got up.
Oh my god!
Once in
A lifetime opportunity.
5. Yeah.
Well, dude,
I prefer my life now.
it wouldn't have worked for Miss
It's
Love.
not even your life. You're unconscious at that time anyway.
How do you teach a man to evade taxes when the man does not pay taxes?
Holy shit.
He should be giving lessons to Tony.
What's that? What is tax? I should be giving.
Yeah, you should be
everyone.
like-
I reckon if I did do it, I'd be like, everyone listen to this man. I'm letting him take over the seminar from now on. He's much more advanced than me. My whole life I've been trying, but he seems to just breeze through it all.
Tax, mate. Never paid a single cent.
Mate.
Called the mooch method.
The mooch method. Sometimes with the,
man. If you got a spare chicken, yeah, I'll go. Do I have to pay for tickets to Melbourne or? No, you're giving me sick, man. Legend.
hey, there's a McDonald's app so you can get special deals. I mean, you're knocking off at least $10 a visit. I'm so ashamed. I'm so
Dude, Miss Love, I think for you, Miss Love is fine.
I'm so ashamed.
Because you are...
Because it was like 11 a.m. I'm like, sweet. And then it was just like, I got up and I was like, sick. And it was just like 13 hours. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, oh, 11 a.m. American. And I was like, well, what's that Oz? And it was like 5 a.m. I'm like, that's a later Mislav problem. And then that night, you know, someone was just like, I'm going to go for beers. And then fell asleep. And then was just like, oh, fuck, that was this morning. Oh, well, easy come, easy
I'm
go.
so stunned, Mislav, that you have any interest in self-help at all.
Yeah.
You are not the target demographic. You took up a free ticket of some poor...
Dude, again, an
Latino
up-late
janitor
reference.
that
Up-late
really
reference.
needed that ticket.
And there was an empty seat there.
Yeah. It just goes to a live cam of you.
Someone seems to be snoring in the audience. Sir, turn that camera on.
Because that's what happens. He has this giant Zoom studio set up for him. He can't be bothered anymore. He's set this huge studio up in Hollywood that he walks in. It's like, hello, world.
Why is one here in Australia seems to be black and maybe their internet's bad. We'll just shut that one off, please. Just cuts to me. Just cuts to me sleeping, and next to me is my laptop blasting Alex Jones. Like, they're coming for us, and finally they're changing it, and Trump is making a good deal. I'm saying, clearly this man.
That's called multitasking. What he's doing there right now is power napping, but he's also using the power of the subconscious to be up to date with the news.
He's a very clever man there, and I respect that he's not awake. Because he's already instituting one of my methods.
I don't do life coaching lessons anymore, sir. You are my life coach.
I'm so embarrassed. It's like, dude, 5 a.m. is not hard. And it was a once in a lifetime opportunity.
Yeah, but I'll level with you. That once in a lifetime opportunity will come in 6 months.
You reckon he'll do it again?
Yeah, but you will have to get up at 5 a.m. So it's not coming, ever. You're never changing your life.
All right, let's do...
It's just you have to get up an hour earlier.
It's fucked. It's so fucked.
So good. Once in life is going to change my entire life. All my dreams will come true. On the other hand, Sweetie did bring beers over.
I really was trying to cut down my beers. If only there was some sort of person that could guide me along the path of that. What I want. Whatever. Yeah, might as well. It's here.
All right.
Here rhymes with beer.
Just try and think of the other Mislav moment because there was another one.
Okay, I can't
go
remember.
on, Ollie.
I'll try to think of it.
So I want to get to a segment that I'm really excited about, but we'll do this one quickly first. So, what's her name? Sam Kerr?
Yeah, the soccer player?
The Matildas player.
Yeah.
She's like possibly the best women's soccer player in the world. She got arrested in the UK so allegedly this happens. She's out with her partner. She's gay. At a pub. They get like hammered. They get into a black cab and allegedly either she or her partner, they start spewing in the car.
Yes.
They're really drunk, acting rowdy.
That's the
The
way.
cab driver's like, you guys are being crazy. And what he does is he just drives them to the police station. And then,
Sick.
so they're out.
Right.
So they release. So the court, eventually she agreed on paying for the cab damages or whatever. But the cop
She was
filed a
refusing
case.
to pay for them.
Well, that's what
She
she was.
thought she had a case.
She was saying that she's not. So the police. I'll get to that bit because it's like so. When she goes to the station, the cop alleges that she racially abused him, which is a crime, and she said I didn't do any of that stuff. And then they put up a video in court, and the video is her saying, just over and over again, "You're white and stupid, white and
Christ.
stupid," over and over
Nice.
again.
Very mature.
Apparently, she was
Right.
like, when the cop asked her at the time, was like, "Why aren't you paying for the damage that you've done?" She allegedly shows her bank account, like the figure in her bank account, to the cop and said, "You think I have a problem paying?"
Jesus.
Yeah.
Who sucks more, her or Ray Gun? Sam Kerr takes the new gold.
Yeah, that's pretty.
This is the new athlete.
That's a
game.
prick.
Who's more of a dick?
Yeah.
She is getting a lot of support. Like, I don't know. There's like
Who is support junkie, of course.
Batuta.
Yeah.
Really?
Batuta said that, like, to be fair,
He is
I've
white.
seen
He is
worse behavior after a night out or whatever. But I think-
Classic Batuta. Beers.
But I just
And also, SJW cuck shit. Yeah, but we're Aussie. So Aussie. Yeah. Nothing to do with wanting sponsors. Nah.
okay. Do I don't know if I'm like, stepping over a bit to say this, but a lot of the times that drunk behavior is super fucking annoying.
Yeah.
And no one likes it. You're the only one having fun. You're making everyone's
Yeah.
life miserable. And that
That's
doesn't
true.
apply to her. That applies to every drunk
Yeah.
asshole that's out there.
Yes, dude. She's being yes. Yeah, great.
Like if you puke in a cab, you should be like,
Not an arrogant prick.
yeah, you should
And bringing race into it. It doesn't matter because you're white. Isn't she half white?
Well, yeah, she's half white. I think she's part Indian.
Right, so she's just basically saying like you're a terrible, like she's saying she sucks too. By isn't she?
No, because in this day and age, that white part doesn't count.
Right.
Even though she is 50% white.
That's null and void, right?
Yeah. She is whatever is convenient for her at that moment.
Right.
But I think that there's part of, and I'm not saying that's with everyone, and I don't know, definitely I don't know about her, but for a lot of ethnics, it's like the racism thing is so in your head that any kind of confrontation that you meet in your day-to-day
Goes through
life,
that prism.
you automatically just assume it's because, you're of a different color or whatever.
How good's being in England and being like, shut up, you're white. It's like, okay, like what? You're in England. What does that mean? It's like, I might even understand it if it was in like, I don't know, like Uzbekistan and there's a white cabbie.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
What? What are you talking about?
You've made your point.
No, it makes way more sense to do it in England.
Does
Because
it?
they're colonizers.
Oh,
Didn't
right.
you know? The race relations queen, Sam Kerr. Very academic.
And you'd mentioned
Soccer
Uzbekistan.
player.
It's not that there was a massive empire that was colonized by that
Oh,
country.
right.
Okay.
Still disrespectful.
Anyways, that's it. Can we move on to what I'm really looking forward to?
What? Okay, I was gonna say, I was like, that's what you were G'd up about?
No, that's not what I'm G'd up about.
What?
Is there anything else to add?
Yeah, we can deep dive. No, it's fine.
Actually, just keep talking for 1 minute. I'm going to raise the volume and then I'll go to the next segment.
Jeez, he is pumped.
I don't know.
What is
Did you think
it?
of that other Miss Love moment?
No.
I swear there was something else you did this week.
This week. There's so many moments.
So many moments.
I can't remember, dude. I honestly can't remember.
All right, too late. Where are your headphones?
Oh, right.
Okay, so context. This is a news story that I've been following. I think it's just yesterday or maybe today it's sort of gotten out to the international audience as well. But before, I'm going to show you a few videos. But before I do that, I just want to give you context of what it is. So a woman, a U.S. woman, a black U.S. woman, came to...
Why does that matter?
It doesn't... I mean, I don't know.
It does matter.
It does
Okay,
matter,
it
but
does.
I can't say why. So she goes to Pakistan, right? She lands at Karachi airport. Apparently, she fell in love with some 18-year-old boy from Pakistan online.
Right.
She divorced her family. She
Jeez.
divorced her partner or whatever, and she had kids. And she came to Pakistan to marry this guy. As soon as she lands, the guy's family says, "You're not getting married to her." And then hilarity ensues. So I'm going to show you guys a couple of a few videos, like Insta memes or whatever, just to introduce you to her, and then I'll tell you the full story because it gets pretty hectic. Okay, my keyboard's not working.
Damn, it's an art and it's like a postmodern artwork.
All right, here we go. Okay.
Al,
Yeah,
you know what to do.
what to do?
You want the vape?
1 sec.
No.
What?
Yeah. Of course I want it.
Well, watch it. Watch
No,
this
do two
first.
things at once.
Okay, fine. Here. All right, okay. Oh, the keyboard is... Okay,
It's all right. We'll get there.
No.
all right, okay. What's the first one?
What's my plan? Is to shield this place down and to make it a home. I don't marry for money. Money is nothing. No, money is nothing. I have money. And everybody in here have money too, because y'all gonna pay them. I'm already married. We don't have kids yet. We married in Utah. Over the online. What's my plan? Is to shield this place
Okay. See,
I don't live here. I'm chilling.
Why are you not taking your flight?
It's none of your business. Now go home. Listen, Jenna International Airport
Yes.
need to go down.
What?
Do you hear me? Once it go down, y'all could get out.
What?
That's all I have to say for tonight.
Doing here.
I don't live here. I'm chilling.
What does that mean?
Chilling here.
Okay, translate.
Why
yeah, I
are
have
you
to
not taking your
translate.
flight?
She said it in
It's none of
English.
your business. Now go home.
Let's see.
What the?
Okay. So what I was so when she first appears, she lands at the airport, right? The family doesn't want to like deal with them or whatever. So she ends up. No one knows about her. She goes back to Jinnah International Airport, the Karachi airport, and she's just chilling over there.
Right.
So this is when firstly people start to notice that there's this random US lady just chilling at the airport. So the media goes to her and they ask her like, what's happening? And she's like, I'm just living at the airport now, like, you know, the story of like wanting to marry or whatever. So the media gets really interested in it, but her visa's about to expire and she has no money. So a charitable organization gets involved and they ask the governor of the province to extend her visa on a priority basis. The governor says, "Oh, she is our guest. We must do this," and he does that, and then proceeds to buy her a plane ticket so that she can go back to the U.S.
Oh, right.
She is given this thing. This is all in front of media. She's given the ticket to the plane to go back to the U.S. Apologize, you know, whatever. And she just before getting on the plane, she comes back and she's like, I'm not doing this. I'm not.
What?
So then what she proceeds to do is she goes to the guy who she was supposed to marry, to their apartment, and she's just chilling in the parking lot. The guy and the family have left. They've gone MIA. They don't want to deal with it.
Oh, really?
They're just in hiding.
Right.
So there's this woman
She's just
that
not
is
leaving.
sitting at the parking of this apartment building.
Oh my god.
There's thousands of people in the street that have blocked all traffic because it's a massive media circus.
Oh my god.
Right? The people in the apartment are pissed off and they're crazy. They don't know what to do. The cops come. The cops are just there for the media. They don't care about any of this. They go to this woman who's sitting literally in the parking lot and they go, "You are our guest. Tell me, is there something we can help you with?"
That's amazing.
And she says,
"What?
"Well, you can give me $5,000 every week," or whatever. She goes on like all this, and they're like, "Okay, what else can we do for you?" And she says, "I don't know. I'm just like." So the cops then they're leaving. The parking lot people who live there, they're like, "Look, we don't even know. She has no picture of this guy. We don't even know if that guy that she's talking about lives here."
Oh my god.
So right now, like, there's people that are getting sick that can't go to the hospital because of this media circus, and there's thousands of people outside that have blocked the thing. And you know what the cops say to her? The cops say, "Hey, listen," and then they say like, "We're gonna forcibly remove her from this place." And the cops say, "She is our guest. If you touch her, we will break your hands."
She's our guest. I love that. It's always about She just remains. That's incredible.
And then like, so then this other charitable organization gets involved and say, "So watch this video."
This is crazy. I mean, what?
That's it.
Oh my god.
By the way, just for context, like the bearded guy runs one of the largest charitable ambulance networks in the world. He is supposed to be nominated for a Nobel Peace Prize or some shit. So just know, so this is the guy she's dealing with. Let's listen to this.
That's it. Yes, I'm saying. ये भी देखें, यही मेरी बात की तारीफ करनी है.
Listen, you talk too much.
Okay.
We don't know what you're saying.
जो सिस्टर है, वो आप सबको गुड मॉर्निंग कह रही हैं.
I came here to visit today, to fix up this place, to reconstruct this place.
She means the country.
Okay, for Mr. Chipper.
Thank you.
And that's
sister.
all. Thank you.
Thank
Have a good day.
Just have a seat, sister. Have a seat. Please, sit. Please, sister. Please.
Not embarrassed.
5 minutes, please.
No.
जब मुझे पता चला कि ये कल शारा फैसल पे जो है वो
When I-
आपके पास आ गई हैं, और फिर उसके बाद जो है वो
Listen, I hope he's saying the right things, okay? Like I said, Pakistan needs to be reconstructed. I'm asking for $20K right away in my pockets at the end of this week. That's all, folks, for today. That's it. He have nothing else to say. Goodbye. Assalamu alaikum.
वालेकुम अस्सलाम।
Thank you.
अब जो भी ये मामला जितना हो गया 2-3 दिन बहुत हो गया भाई बहुत हो गया बस है बस
He's saying that this has been enough, so please get rid of the media circus. That's what he said. And before, when he told him to shut up, all he said was, she's saying good morning to you all.
He was just saying, she's saying good morning to you.
Yeah, and she was like, hey, shut up.
What? What else did he say?
बस बस है
That's it.
बस
He talked too much.
बस
Listen, he talked too much. That's it.
यस दैट्स इट यस यस आई एम सेइंग ये भी देखें यही मेरी बात की तारीफ कर रही है
What's that say? What did he say there?
He said, look, she's saying stop it.
Stop the media
He's
circus.
saying stop the media
Okay,
circus. He's
okay.
like, that's it, I agree. She's
Okay.
like, listen to her, stop it.
Too much.
ओके ओके
We don't know what you're saying.
अच्छा
We
आप ये
don't
सारी
know
चीजें
what-
हम जो आप अभी देख रहे हैं
Don't. That's it.
Okay. So then,
What?
more.
Dude, I can't believe the
What is
balls.
happening?
The balls to
And
someone
after
else's
this-
country. We don't know what you're saying. It's the same thing as the bloody soccer player before. Just being like, going to someone, just like, they know what he's saying.
yeah, and then after this, then this video
You
comes out.
don't know what he's saying.
This video comes
Can I
out.
have 2 Big McDoubles, cheeseburger, large fry, extra salt, 2 apple pies, and a large Fanta orange soda. Make that another extra fry with extra salt.
ये जो इन्होंने इनको खाना है इन्होंने जो ऑर्डर आपको किया तो बुला के आप
That's it.
और जरा जल्दी ला के दीजिएगा ये बेचारी बता रही है कि ये भूखी है इनको बहुत ज्यादा भूख लगी है
He was saying that, like, can you please bring this stuff really quickly because she's telling me she's really hungry. Anyways, so then
How is
this
she a charity case?
then this happens, right? So let me.
What is happening?
is the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
Why did this happen?
So then,
weirdest thing I've ever seen in my
so then all of this is happening, right? And then the problem is, there's a communication barrier. So when she was at the parking lot, I could really see, because it was so funny. She is saying, she had it by that time with all the media asking her questions, right? So she started saying, unless y'all give me $5,000 a week, I ain't saying nothing about my personal life. It's against my religion, and she means Islam, because she's converted, I guess. So the thing is, the people in that building didn't understand what she was trying to say. What they thought was that she is saying that unless you give me $5,000, I'm not leaving your parking lot. So
Right.
they are going up to the news channels and saying, we are poor. How does someone have $5,000 to give her? And then, so that's what they were asking the cops, and the cops were saying, if anyone does anything to her or forcibly removes, I will break your hands.
What is going on?
Anyway, so then this video gets viral, right? Where she's saying, hey, shut up. And then Pakis got mad because this guy's like supposed to be a respected, charitable guy.
Yeah, and she's being like, "Shut up! No one cares what you're saying. You talk too much. It is very disrespectful."
The whole country, dude, the politicians, initially no one had seen her face. So all they had heard was there's this American woman who came to Pakistan and wanted to marry a Pakistani boy, and he rejected her. And the governor's making press conference saying, like, we must admit, we are talented individuals. Everyone wants to leave this country, but our youth, they are bringing them here. This is the governor of the province saying this.
Oh, so this is like a badge of honor.
And I'm watching
A
this
badge of
throughout, and I'm
honor.
like, dude, the only people that can fix this is the U.S. Embassy. Because
Yeah.
they will know who the this woman is. Dude, she is equivalent to that train, that crazy subway character that no one pays attention to, except that she is getting the treatment that a president would get of a different
Dude,
country.
this is making me realize I should have gone to Pakistan. I could have just gone there and been like, "Shut up! I want some money. I like."
Okay. Please give this man $20,000. 20,000, please. He is very poor.
And so now
Pakistan.
she kept saying, like, all right, so I want land, and I want it now, and I'm
want it
going to be
now.
living in Dubai because y'all need to reconstruct this country. We're going to work on it.
I can't. What? She's been emboldened by Trump and
Wouldn't it
she's
be
a
amazing if she
politician
did
now?
what Imran Khan couldn't?
But okay.
Sparks a movement. You go back in 2 years and Pakistan's like better than
Oh
Tokyo.
my god!
And then, okay, so the story,
I feeling she's not
unfortunately,
the diplomat she appears to be.
the story unfortunately ends.
It ended. It ended.
It's ended.
Oh
It's
no!
ended.
What happened?
Because after this video, when I guess the embassy was involved, she has now been shifted to the psychiatric ward of Karachi Hospital.
yes, good. That's probably
She's in
for
the nut
best.
house.
She's in the nut house.
Okay, tell me
in a
now.
Pakistani nut house.
What is that like?
My God.
Oh, dude, you've heard stories from nut houses.
Is that what that nut house
I
is?
told you, it's all in up-late stuff. But do you remember that story where one of my
she's
friends?
in the fancy elite nut house.
I don't know if she's in a fancy one, dude. I think she's lost all of her goodwill capital for being American by this time.
Really?
When she told like one of the most respected dudes,
You talk
"Yo,
too
you
much.
talk too much. Shut up.
Shut
and
up.
all he's saying is like she says good morning.
She's saying good morning. Dude, Pakistanis are very nice people.
It's a bit
like,
too much.
what the hell was I thinking that they're like? I would be like a god there just for probably existing. She's abusing them. That they're showering her with gifts
And money.
What is that?
Giving her exemption visas. Like she's a diplomat. She's getting the treatment that you
she
get
is.
if
Kevin
you're the
Rudd.
ambassador to
Yeah,
France.
Kevin Rudd will get a worse treatment probably.
Easily.
This is
They're
just
not giving him
crazy.
money.
I don't.
I
it's
still
just-
have so many questions
Same.
about it. I
Yeah,
just
go
don't know
on,
what's
go on.
happening.
Bring
I
it
don't
up.
understand.
But I just
it.
don't understand any of it. I know that you've gone through all of the events and relays, but it's just so out of the realm of what I thought
Yeah.
was
Dude,
humanly
you
I
wanna
kind
hear-
of agree with that. It's like,
Dude, you
what
wanna
like,
hear the most-
what was she thinking? What are they thinking? It's just these two different planets colliding, and they don't. It's like oil and water. It's just like it doesn't.
Oh, I forgot to tell you last bit. When the boy had refused her marriage, these like old ass uncles from Pakistan.
Yeah,
they're like, you know what? For the country and for her international image, I will marry her.
No.
And all I am asking for is $50,000. and because you are a guest, I will come with you to the United States. I will like to go to LA and I will get my eyes fixed because I cannot see anymore.
Oh my god.
This is part of the news story. This is really good.
You know what this is? We shouldn't be laughing. This is just sad. This is poverty rubbing up on poverty and just.
This is funny because it's kind of like America is a third world country at this point, and that's the proof. It's just when third world countries collide.
It's just two different third world countries, and it's just this sad people being like, basically saying, I really need some money.
everyone.
Could your countries give me money? Because my country won't. Any money,
And then there's
please.
this other guy.
get her 2 Big Macs, please.
There's this other guy.
And the extra salt. Who does that?
Extra shout. Yeah, McDonald's chips aren't salty enough.
And then make that and another fries with extra salt.
2 apple pie. Can you even get apple pies in Pakistan?
It's so sad.
What the hell happened?
What
Dude,
is going on?
I saw another guy. So right outside that parking lot, they were doing interviews. They go up to another old guy, and he's like, "You know what? I am willing to marry her, but I tell you one thing: it is not worth it because she is poor." And then he goes on to say, "Did you know that there are poor people in America too? There are some. I think she is one of them, but I will marry her because." She shares the same passport.
Such nice people. Think about it in reverse. If he went to America being like, I want to marry, they'd just be like, no, customs, they just wouldn't let him in. They'd be like, nah.
Oh, dude, they would have deported that ass so quick.
Yeah.
And
What if
also-
she came to Australia? Also, no.
She wouldn't even arrive in Australia. She'd be in the customs office, and now she goes.
You reckon?
Wouldn't even make it. She'd just be a border security episode.
It's so, exactly. It's sad and brutal and quite sweet. The Pakistanis were like, give her the money. Like, what?
I don't understand. I still don't
they
get it.
don't-
Can you just translate all for
I
us?
don't get
Arlie?
it.
It's like, okay, so all they wanted was the media circus to end outside their apartment building and
Yeah.
for her to leave. They think that she wants $5,000 for it. So they don't have $5,000, so they go to the cops, and the cops say, don't do anything, we'll break your leg. She's a guest of ours. If she wants to stay here,
Yeah.
then she will stay here.
The
And they just go back
police
there
said
and
that.
they say, do you need anything from us? And she's like, I want this. And it's like, okay, we'll come back if you need something. And then they just walk out. So these guys are like, well, I guess the only way to get rid of her is someone pay $5,000 to her. And then she goes, USD.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah. It's
But it's just, I just don't understand. I'm with Jordan. I'm like, I don't.
I still don't get it.
What is
I
the
still
train
don't
of
get it.
thought?
I think she's crazy. Obviously.
So the US were told the US were obviously like they were like called and they're like, look, this has happened, and the US said
No,
she's
the US wasn't contacted before. So all this time she was getting
No. But how did she end up in the nut house?
Well, after all of this shit, when like doctors diagnosed her, they said she's insane.
Oh, so she went to the doctors in Karachi.
And then, like, I think the
she
embassy
doesn't speak the language.
No, the doctors came to her to the parking lot.
Oh,
dude.
US ones?
A team of doctors came to her.
US ones?
No, Pakistani doctors.
But they don't understand. Oh, some of them speak English.
No, they all speak English.
Oh.
So the governor sent a team of doctors
and they were just
to
like,
see if she's okay.
Our diagnosis is crazy.
Our diagnosis.
Can you imagine the doctor's like, our diagnosis is she's a very lovely woman and can somebody
she needs
please
$5,000.
$5,000
And 2 apple pies, please.
We don't know
She's
what
saying
apple pies
hello a lot.
We don't know what apple pies are, but please, someone, maybe you can
find it.
Oh.
And then what? And then so the US wasn't involved at all. The US.
She also told this other guy who was the first guy, Safer Charity, who helped her get the visa extension
very
and the
nice.
ticket back
It's
home.
very
That she didn't come.
nice.
So he's saying in Urdu, he's like, look, I know that she is not Pakistani, but you have to respect someone. If you promise to marry someone and you come and you refuse to do it, that's a bad impression on the country. Also,
So please marry her.
That's
No,
amazing.
and then he says she's someone's daughter, she's someone's sister. Imagine if your sister or daughter was in this situation. Oh, what was she saying? This? She still goes, "Hey, listen, stop it!"
Oh my god, dude! It's
We
just
got to know her life story.
there's so many.
Where is she from?
There's so many like
Dude, okay. Two other crazy facts about her. First, how old do you think that woman was?
30-something.
35, 36,
I thought she was like in her 40s or 50s. She's 33.
33.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
That's insane. She looks like an old woman.
Yeah.
Anyway,
She's a
second,
very unhealthy woman.
her children
She has
contacted
children.
the embassy.
She said she doesn't have children.
She's lying. She has children,
God.
and she didn't.
left it.
Dude, the children told the embassy that she has severe bipolar.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's fair. That seems about right.
So that's
That doesn't seem to explain it. She seems extremely deluded.
so
kind of
right now.
explains it, I
Right
think.
now, the latest update is the circus has ended because she's now in the psychiatric ward, and the doctors have said that they're going to send her back to the U.S. Obviously, but we're gonna like just stabilize her because she's gone through a very traumatic
Right.
experience and all of this stuff.
I guess that's
And-
what it is. A mental breakdown.
Yeah, and once she's
International
like,
mental
then she'll
breakdown.
be sent back to the U.S. and this time she can't refuse because the government will basically cancel her visa if she does.
Well, if she wasn't so insane, do you think that she would have stayed in Pakistan as a permanent resident? Was that on the table for her at some point?
I mean, yeah, you can just like if you want to move to Pakistan, you can marry someone and, dude, at one point,
If I stayed in Pakistan and said I'm not leaving, they wouldn't kick me out, right?
Would they?
no, they'll probably extend your visa. They'll keep extending your tour unless they feel like you're a spy or something.
Yeah.
They'll keep extending your visa. But if you want to like get citizenship of Pakistan,
Just imagining that you
Until-
did that and they're just like, he seems like a very nice man. And just be like, shut up. Well, a lot of this from you, from this year. Yeah. He really puts the I in imam, if you catch my drift. It's insane. No, but what else? That's so
that was
intense.
just a crazy story.
It's just like, I mean, look, all in all, it was probably, Pakistan was like, well, it was a good, it put us on the map, I guess.
Dude, I think this was just like, so Pakistan has this weird thing where they really, really get happy if someone from overseas visits,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And like they will like do anything for you, like legitimately. You've experienced this a little bit, Jordan. I don't know, Miss Love, you would have experienced this too. They are so happy because after the war on terror, they get so happy when tourists come.
Sure, yeah.
That like if you just say I'm a woman from US, you're automatically going to get extreme celebrity treatment.
Yeah, right.
And so, but they just did it to a crazy from a subway.
I didn't feel like I got celebrity treatment.
Yeah, because-
Two got celebrity treatment.
Really?
Two was adored in Pakistan.
I'm sure
She
that
was
they-
worshipped as the celebrity that she will be in about 2 years.
I'm sure that you did get some, like, nothing.
I mean, I'm sure I got treated better than your average homeless Pakistani. To me, huh?
Way better.
Yeah, I wasn't tipped over
You
while
know when-
riding a bike.
You're just so
You know when wherever
unaware.
you went and people laid out like a feast for you,
Yeah, that's not normal.
they don't do that for homeless people in Pakistan.
They don't do that for anyone, dude. You're like, oh yeah, it's not bad. That's
Okay, so
hilarious.
it was actually just because of me that you can go, you, chef, I don't like your food. Make a new curry.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one's all right.
Jesus.
They don't do that normally.
No,
And
I
I
don't think
suppose
so.
to the average homeless man, they're not profusely apologising that the polo team isn't available for me to play with.
What the hell? You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy?
That is the most cartoonish thing that has ever happened to me in my life.
That is. You know what's crazy? That is the best ad for Pakistan I've ever seen. I wish I'm going now. I wish I'm going.
Easily.
Wait, what do you mean?
But the
Why
other
is that
thing
an
is-
ad? It's like,
It's
dude,
an ad.
she immediately wanted to go to Dubai. after
No,
coming
because the
back.
people are so nice.
Yeah, but like the whole country, like she isn't wrong. Like this country needs some reconstruction.
But like, okay, let's be frank here. She is extremely self-entitled, arrogant, and rude. What are they? Very accommodating, very like sweet and generous.
Yeah, I know.
But no money, dude. They were stressing out about that $5,000.
She shouldn't give that. They don't need to give it. Dude, if I rock up to Bali and go, I want to marry this chick, I don't want 10,000. No one's going to do that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, they do it in Bali.
Bullshit.
They're not giving you the 10,000, but they'll marry you.
Yeah, they'll marry you, but like she's asking a bit
She's
much.
asking for a
bit
lot.
Dude, she
entitled.
got 2 free tickets. That's more than you got.
She got a free. That's 2. Exactly. That's 2 free tickets. That's a free. She saw.
Free medical, for her trolls, for her depressive
Not
breakdown.
getting that in America.
Free
Yeah.
McDonald's.
Free McDonald's,
Free
dude.
McDonald's.
She's getting free food and free medical. She
Dude,
literally couldn't get that.
She got free food every day. Like, in fact, she didn't even like the free. So there was this one video where someone comes up and gives her, dude, because she was sitting at the parking lot, right? Like, she didn't.
Yeah.
So she's sitting with the guy. So people would come in and give her like biryani or whatever, and she's just beating. She's like, "There's too much spice in this." Also, why are there so many weird things in this? Like, what does little bow be?
Dude.
Yes.
It's some like really
So good.
poor.
It's so good because America is a third world country, but they're still so entitled. It's incredible.
The entitlement and the irony that like essentially what happened here. I'm reading through the lines, right? Her own country wouldn't provide the healthcare she needed.
No.
So she had to go to Pakistan to get the free healthcare she needed.
Yeah.
That's really what
And
happened.
food.
And food. That's what
They
happened.
probably cancelled all the food stamps, the
I think she
Republicans.
really-
I'm sure they'll do it in like 2 weeks.
Dude, that's what just happened.
Well, she wanted a boy. Who she?
No, she has bipolar. She doesn't know what she wants. If any doctor would say
She wants
needed
$5,000.
No, but she needed medical
Every week.
attention.
No, she wants 20,000 as well.
No, she wanted medical attention and she couldn't
And
get
land.
it there.
and
She doesn't know what she's like. I want land.
No. People say crazy shit. What she needed was medical attention, and she probably couldn't afford it or get it in America, so she had to fly to Pakistan to get it, and then they flew her back free. She got everything free. She has to fly to Pakistan to be taken care of as an American. That's what's happening.
Yeah.
And I think that this is more a reflection on how nice Pakistanis are, but more so how damaged America is, that people basically need to fly to other countries for healthcare.
What's the general opinion of Pakistanis about it now?
Now they think she's crazy, but in the beginning they were all like, she's a guest.
Yeah.
She must be protected.
Yeah, that's very nice.
Yeah, but like now they're all like, she's crazy.
Yeah.
But they still like her.
I mean, they think she's funny.
They think she's funny.
She also because I think part of it was that like she immediately got like security because I think they were afraid that because she is a foreign national that she could I don't know, like people could fuck with her or whatever, it's easier. So she immediately got like a security protocol. So this crazy person had like guards protecting her.
Incredible.
I'm sorry, but come on. My point's true. I'm right.
Yes, you are. As usual.
It's just so strange. Because that wouldn't happen in Australia because like they'd be like, all right, let's give this person their care. Like if dude, it's what Bernie's always says. Like, if you don't think healthcare is a human right, a human right, it's like, I think they're the only country in the world that doesn't have it as a human right. And it's like, that's what happens.
Yeah, but it's not a great billboard for why the taxpayer should be providing healthcare.
It's pretty
Someone's
good.
gonna be like, I want extra soda on there.
I think it is.
You want that?
I think it's someone that needs help.
Yeah, but it's her.
Look past the salt and see the mental illness. The salt is a symptom.
God, there's so much salt.
The salt is a symptom. You know,
Salt.
Yeah, the whole thing's a symptom. Everything she's done is a symptom.
That's her medicine.
What she should be saying is like, I need help, mental help. Like, please.
I guess that is what she is saying.
Yes.
That's the undertext of it.
Yeah, Jesus.
Anyway, the point is that might be
It's just
the most incompatible thing I've ever seen.
yeah. It's just I
I'm
don't.
still trying to process.
Yeah,
what I
that was
saw.
like that was same. I agree. That was just like
I've
it's
seen
like,
art house films that make
exactly. Like it's one of those things where it's like you just don't see it. It's like you see like I don't know something crazy like a dragon in Parliament. It's like the dragons aren't real. Like it's just like a
Yes.
weird thing. So, like, I'm gonna be.
Ali, thank you for this gift.
Yeah.
I'm happy. I'm so glad that I was watching this and throughout I was like, I gotta talk about this on the pod. And I kept showing it to my wife, and she was like, "You need to break this story to the world."
No,
but I think like
seriously.
there's American media has picked it up now, so you might see or like.
Yeah,
see
but
it.
where though? I would imagine it's an Atlanta 5
Yeah,
story.
something like that.
Newsmax.
No,
Another.
it needs to be broke on Friendly Geordies.
Yeah, it's Newsmax being like, here you go, another freeloader. This is how far they're going now. Different countries to get food stamps. I just can't believe this.
And dude, that
If you
guy,
don't like America's healthcare system, there's always Pakistan.
that
it's
that
maybe-
18-year-old is still MIA.
I would be.
yeah,
Just
yeah.
went into
I'd be
hiding and
terrified.
never
Dude,
came
it's
back.
so sad that he was like, I will marry her. I just need $50,000 to fix my eyes because my eyes are very bad. It's like,
No, that was not him. That wasn't the 19-year-old.
an old man.
That's an older man.
It's an old man that just wanted citizenship.
Yeah. No, he just really wanted vision, dude. That's what he did.
dude, it's so, the poverty. It's, I think I look.
The 19-year-old just like went into hiding and never came back. The cops are looking for him.
But he didn't do anything illegal, did he?
No, but he would get beaten up. But again, messing with a foreign. Like, and because like, how dare you?
Yeah. Dude, why
dare
do,
you?
why do Pakistanis like Americans when Americans...
No, it's not Americans. It's like anyone that's like a foreigner.
But why do they like Americans?
I
Americans
told you, it's like Pakistan used to have an ample supply of tourists, and tourists over there were like anywhere else. I mean, you would get a little bit of special treatment, but nothing insane. Then
Yeah.
war on terror happened.
Yeah.
And then there were no tourists for like 2 decades. And as soon as they started coming back in, people just get extremely happy.
So they don't see, they don't, what's the word? They don't like associate the problems they got with the war on terror with America. They associate that with like Osama bin Laden. They're not,
No, they
No,
don't
they-
associate
they
that
see
with
it.
like common Americans.
they don't?
No.
That's nice.
Dude, they already think it's some like massive ultra Jewish conspiracy. They know that this woman is not responsible for the war on terror and stuff.
Oh, okay. Right.
No. But what I'm saying is like they can disassociate that. Like they don't.
Really?
They don't think of.
Surely like the Taliban don't like
You know what? Maybe I would say a very, very small percentage of people
Yeah.
would genuinely just be angry
Yeah.
if you were American.
Yeah.
But that wouldn't even apply to someone like you. Like when you say they think of cricket.
Yeah,
And like, you know, beaches and
yeah.
kangaroo, honestly. So
Yeah.
But like some Americans might, but it's such a tiny sliver of population. that would
Right.
Just be opposed to you being American for your, crimes against humanity or whatever.
Yeah. Man, that was a look, Pakistan should be happy. That's an ad for Pakistan.
It really is.
Very generous. Like looked sunny over there. You know?
It's always sunny,
Sunny
and
in
hot
Pakistan.
in Pakistan. All right, everyone. Thank you for joining us. We
Sign up to the
appreciate.
upload.
And also, I'm gonna be away for the next 2 weeks. I'm going to Pakistan to meet this woman.
He's gonna marry her.
Because he needs
I will marry her. All I want is vision.
Jesus. Oh God.
Anyways, thank you
Yeah,
for
we'll be-
joining us. And sign up to the Uplays. Become
Yeah.
a patron.
Do it.
Support us. and-
Support our hard work.